Because I don't walk him. He's got so much pent up energy, and I can't walk him to release it because he drags me everywhere.
What are your main concerns with Gunner?
He has no confidence.
Okay.
He's dog reactive. I don't think he's mean. He just doesn't know how to meet dogs, and he's terrible on a leash. He literally drags me. You're my fourth trainer. Everybody else has given up. I have tried training him. I've had dogs. I've trained him all my life, but he's just a little big, and I'm not as strong as he is, and he doesn't listen. He's not food motivated either.
So Gunner and his owner are dealing with things a lot of you guys are probably dealing with at home. Your dog is not engaged with you, not looking at you, not listening to you, doing whatever they want. In this episode, we're gonna break down the fundamental reasons of A, why these things happen, and B, how to resolve and fix them. A lot of dog owners say confidence, usually there's something. So what is he afraid of? What does he not do?
Coming in here, turns around, tries to walk out. I'd like to be able to take him places where he's not afraid.
Okay.
You know, even if I walked into Home Depot or PetSmart, he's afraid.
He like puts on the brakes?
Yeah.
Okay. The leash pulling makes sense because if we haven't successfully been able to teach him how to heel, it makes sense why he's pulling. So I want to see how he is on the leash with you here.
Okay.
So just walk to that door and back.
Okay. Heel.
Right now I'm trying to calibrate exactly how he responds to you on the leash. So when we're gonna go out to this front door here, I want you to ask him to sit. I want you to hold that sit until you open the door and release him, and I want to
Outside,
see.
outside?
We're gonna go just to this first door here.
Okay.
Yep.
Sit. Wait. Wait.
Do you have a break command with him?
Okay, it's usually what I use.
I didn't hear it on the first one, so you want to be consistent with that to make sure.
Oh, okay.
I heard on the second one, you did say something, you said let's go or something.
Yeah.
But on the first time, he cued off your body. So when you
Yes.
were here, you just walked and he followed you.
Yes.
Which maybe up here is what you wanted, but you didn't say, okay, now you can come with me.
Yes, you're
Because
right.
essentially I want you to ask him to sit and then you walk forward and he's like, let me know when. I think we should move to a prong and not waste any time and see how he does with that. And what the prong will do is it'll give you more support. Because he's 100 pounds and he's on a piece of rope, doesn't matter if it's 4 feet, 6 foot, 10 feet. When he pulls, you need leverage. So I want to grab a 3.0 prong collar and then we'll be able to start really holding him accountable for these things and structuring things up. What I'm noticing the biggest is he's not engaged at all. So engagement is huge. If you're out with your dog, much like Gunner is with his owner, and completely not paying attention, looking forward, you might as well just let go of the leash because your training is gonna go nowhere. You have to make sure that your dog is actually paying attention to you, listening to you, looking at you, and it's something that she's been struggling with since this dog's been a puppy. Prong, right? See how it doesn't fit? All you do is you pinch it. That's why they're called pinch collars.
Okay.
Because you pinch it to put it on.
Okay.
And then you take it out and you do the same thing. You just pinch it and it pops out.
Okay. And where does this go? Does it go like up around here?
Yep, it's gonna go right behind his ears.
Okay.
So it's gonna give you that power steering. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna put your leash right on this half ring.
Okay.
And this is gonna give you that control. So with the martingale collar, it has action. So that does slip. Like you're seeing that triangle in that martingale.
Yeah.
But the correction and or the pressure that's going around his neck isn't gonna stop him from doing the things that he feels like he needs to do.
And he chokes himself, and that, I don't like that either.
Me neither. Basically, it's a safer collar because it's gonna distribute that pressure more evenly instead of just choking him out. This is gonna go on your leash here, see? And then this goes on your flap, or your martingale. So that's a safety. You have to.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So if this ever popped off because whatever,
yeah.
you still got him.
Okay, great.
That comes with the prong collar. Yeah. So I'll just show you kind of how this works. Is we're gonna start creating more consequence and accountability. So he's gonna say, hey, I'm out of here. And I'm like, hey man, just come hang out with me for a second. Gunner, yes, good boy. Good boy. Gunner, come. Good boy. Nice job, buddy. Gunner, come. Yes, good man. The first couple of times he's like, nope, nope. And then he got pressure and he learned. So it's a learned behavior, it's a taught behavior. So he's saying, I don't want to get punished, so I'm just gonna listen. And then I asked him to sit. I didn't have to push his butt down. I just asked him to sit, he said, okay. When he pulls against the prong, it doesn't correct him. Like a lot of people think that when the dog pulls against it, the prongs go in and they cause pain. Not at all. It's the pop of the collar that actually comes up like this gives the dog the correction, and then you have clarity. That's your job. Is you stop him. You say, no. And he goes, okay, well then what? And he's like, oh, okay, cool. So just work with it in here and get comfortable with it.
Gunner, sit. Yes, good boy.
See, isn't that better? I'm asking you to do these things because you need to listen to me, because I care about you, which is ultimately going to create this harmonious dog owner relationship, where right now he's like, get me out of here.
And it's a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. And it's a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma.
The thing about the prong collar is there's some dogs who just need a quick little, hey, leave it. And they're like, oh, sorry. But because of the size, the magnitude, and intact, big male 100-pound German Shepherd, he's not going to respond to, hey, I'm upset with you, right? He's going to say, what are you going to do about it? Yeah. So you're not necessarily fighting him in a sense of creating more conflict. What you're doing is you're using equipment to match where he's at as a dog. I see videos of people walking with their dog that's really food motivated on a harness, and they're like, this is all you need to do to get your dog to understand heel. And they're popping them with hot dogs. Makes sense. We're reinforcing behaviors. We're enforcing behaviors. This is good. But the reality is as soon as you see something that's realistic, a squirrel, a duck, a chicken, a dog, a four-wheeler, whatever your dog goes, ooh, that's exciting. You're here.
Exactly, yeah.
Right? That's my job, is to try to help you understand the full balance of reality.
Right.
We are gonna pay when we're doing well with whatever the dog is taking for value. And in his case, it might be a ball, good heel, whatever, or just verbally good heel. But as soon as reality kicks in and that harness turns into a pulling match, you have to have leverage. And that's what the prong collar does. It gives you that leverage, just kind of clarifying everything of why we're doing the things that we're doing. Yep. So once you start balancing these things out and you start giving him accountability, which means if you go to the door and you say sit, and he's like, and you're like, bam, he's like, oh, you're serious? Oh, okay, sorry. And then he sits. Now he's gonna start saying, what do you want me to do next? He needs a job. That's why.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
So right now he's.
And I feel bad I haven't walked him.
Yeah, so now we're gonna open that up.
Okay.
And we're gonna do that through control. All right, you guys, we created an official No Bad Dogs member club. The link is in the description below. All of the content that you guys are seeing here, you guys are seeing 15 to 20 minute videos. We're uploading the full length videos. Sometimes it's more than 2 hours of footage that's going up on this membership program. It's a community that we've created too. Everybody's in there. It's a safe place to talk about your problems with your dogs, the things that you're concerned about. And we do lives and we do Q&As, and you guys are gonna get all the notifications for all the new merch that's coming out, all the new seminars. It's $19.99 subscription to be part of the official No Bad Dog Army Members Club. The link is in the description below. If you guys want to support the movement, join the club officially, click that link. I'll see you in there. Gunner, come. Yes, good come. Good come. So watch this engagement that I'm creating. Gunner, come. Yes, good boy. Good come, buddy. And he doesn't know me, so he's going to do better with you initially, right? Gunner, come. Yes, good boy. Come. Yes, good. Come. Yes, good man. Good man. What you're doing is you're saying, hey, pay attention to me, pay attention to me, pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. I'm going this way, sit. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it's called a calibration or a tune-up. You get him tuned up with you first, now you can move forward. But I have to be mindful and fair to him that he probably doesn't know heel that well.
He doesn't.
Right, so I'm gonna start teaching him good heel. Gonna heel? Good heel. So the heel is the dog at your heels, right here. So when I'm heeling him, he's to be in this area. You create that area. Some people are like, I want my dog to be here. I want my dog to be here. Doesn't matter to me. We're not doing competitive obedience here. Gunner, heel. Good heel. Good, so I'm gonna do an inside turn. Good heel, buddy. Gunner, heel, engagement. Gunner, heel. Good heel, engagement, good decision. So I create this invisible line. Heel. Heel, good heel. So let's talk about the mind of the dog for a second, of where he's at. So when I go forward, I'm saying his name, and I'm doing a neutral Gunner, heel. He goes forward when he's in this position right now that he's in, layered over positive reinforcement. Good heel, that's it, that's it, that's it. Good heel. The moment he breaks it, pressure, positive punishment turns on. The leash pressure turns on, I give him everything that was good goes away. And then as soon as he slides back into position, woohoo, good heel, good heel, good heel. So he's like, I get it. So because he's not motivated by food, which is normal for most dogs, which is why a lot of food-based systems and training is not adequate for dogs like him. Your job is to say, okay, fine. We're gonna use a ball maybe next session, but right now I gotta teach you with my voice, good and bad. Good job, bad job. But the most important thing is you're not overdoing it. When I say this, when you go home in the next 15, 20 minutes, you're not gonna go home and heal from here to there and be frustrated on why it didn't work. So taking your time step by step to make sure your dog knows the behaviors for any obedience, doesn't matter if it's heel, it's sit, it's stay, you have to make sure your dog understands it in steps. You can't just teach your dog heel just a little bit the first session and go downtown and heel your dog all the way down the busiest street in the world. You have to make sure you're heeling and braking, and building that up will build the 3 Ds: distance, distraction, and duration.
Gunner, heel.
Good, and just slow down a little bit. Now,
Good heel.
there you go, pay him.
Good heel.
And stop, perfect.
Gunner, sit. Yes.
that?
Good sit.
See the difference?
He looked right at me.
Yeah.
He never looks at me.
Right, because you're giving him a job.
Yeah.
See, dogs want that. Oh, Mom, okay, sure, I'll do this, I'll do that. Thank God, I got something to do now. I've been bored out of my mind for 12 months. Once you start asking him to do something, he's gonna start looking at you. And then your relationships start changing, and then you can bring him for walks. And he's less stressed, he's less anxious, he's happier.
Yeah.
Nice.
So's Mom.
Exactly. So let's give him an okay and just let him sniff around over here. So say this is your yard or your walk, right? Now he can pee, he can poop, he can sniff, he can be a dog. Now you can have him on this break for as long as you feel necessary. You could have him on the break for the rest of the session. You could have him on the break for all the way home. Like when I'm walking my personal dogs, they're in front of me the whole time. The training starts when I say. As long as I can ask my dogs to do it, that's
Yeah.
all that matters. See, he's
Good
engaged,
heel.
he's engaged. He's
Good
looking, he's
heel.
looking. Turn into him, turn inside. There you go. There you go. Do that often. That keeps him in check so he doesn't get run over.
Good heel.
And I want to get my dog out and I want to show you the big difference between working and breaking. If you see it in real life with a dog who knows it well, you're going to go, oh.
Okay.
Put it out. Break. See how much that means to her?
Yeah.
It's very significant. It's red light, green light. It's either yes or no.
Yeah.
So that's how you want to
It
do it.
makes sense. Yeah.
So when I tell her break, she's on her break. So now she just wants to play. The break command is so important when you're working with dogs, you guys. It's just like us. If we didn't know in our head when it was time to wake up and when to go to bed and when to work and when to rest and when to play, it would be a lot of confusion. And so I know that it seems a little bit silly to teach your dog break because it doesn't seem like it's gonna capture in the beginning, but I'm telling you guys, like you just saw in this clip with Lakota, you're gonna watch a dog go, okay, this is working, okay, this is playing. And if you don't have that, then the clarity of when your dog should be paying attention and when your dog should just be a dog is not clear. And you must have that for clarity in your relationship.
I'm proud of him. He did great.
Yeah, he did really good.
He did a lot better than I thought he was going to do.
Yeah, well, you did good too. So for the first time on the gate, Gunner's actually starting to look at his owner. And you can see, that's what I love about what I do for a living, is you can see how excited, I mean, obviously you can see Gunner saying, okay, I get this now, but more importantly, you can see the owner go, wow, this is amazing. My dog is finally looking at me. This is something I've been wanting to do and I've been trying to do for over a year. And it's finally starting to happen because she's creating this engagement. She's creating this accountability, using the prong collar to say, hey, pay attention to me. And finally Gunner's going, great, this is what I've been wanting to do this entire time.